Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video I'll be showing the use of logger component in Anypoint Studio in the Mule code 4. Okay, so in the applications, why do we use a logger, and what all are the advantages of the logger? So basically this core component helps you to monitor and debug your Mule application by logging important information such as error messages, status notification, payloads, and so on. You can add a logger anywhere in the flow, irrespective of the if it is an experience API, system API, process API. You can add it anywhere. Next, the output of a data weave acceleration also, which we write, can also be logged in a logger component, or any component, any combination of strings and expressions can be logged. Okay, so and also to keep a note, the configured messages are logged in the apps log file, okay, which is located in the Mule home logs and whatever the project name you have. And if no custom log file path is specified into the project, then the log 4j2 file is used for logging all the messages. Okay, so now let us create a very basic project where we'll be using a logger component. So for that, I click on file, new, and we'll create a new Mule project. Okay, we'll name it as sample for logger, sorry, logger, uh, logger. Okay, so in the runtime version will be the same, and we are not using any of the raml file, so we are not scaffolding uh, any of the files from the design center. Just click on the finish icon, and after waiting for a couple of few seconds, okay, so as we can see that our project has been opened in the package explorer. So now we'll be creating a global config file for this. So right click on SRC main mule, click on new, then click on mule configuration file. I'll name it as global underscore config. Okay, dot xml. Okay, click on the finish button. Okay, so now whatever the component configurations are to be done, it will be done in global configurations, global elements. Okay, this is a very unique way to be followed in MuleSoft. And now going to the file. So this is basically our implementation file. You can rename this or refactor this as implementation.xml. So as of now, that is not mandatory. So first let's drag and drop a listener component. Okay. Then let's add a set payload component where we'll have some random message like hello world or something like that, and a logger component. Okay. So now first what we need to do is, as we can see a red mark here, a warning that a required attribute config ref is not defined in HTTP, and there's another error popping here. So for that, we'll go to the global config file in the global elements. Make sure that you are in the global elements, not in the message flow. Click on create, search for HTTP listener config, click on it, click on OK. Make a note of the port which you are using, because this will be the port which will be enacting as a URL port. So here the port is 8081. Then just click on OK, and we are done with the HTTP listener config. Go back to the implementation file, double click on the listener, and as we can see, uh, the connector configuration automatically is taken up as the HTTP listener config which we have just created. If you want to see that, just click on the edit icon there. You can see the same configuration which we had done. Okay, just click on OK, go back to our file, and here the listener configuration, set the path as test. Okay, anything which is most suitable for the project. Click on the canvas, and we are done with the listener configuration. Now open the set payload. So here remove the fx mode and just pass any value like hello people on YouTube. then click on the canvas, then open the logger. So here, let me give a basic information of what logger configuration is. So here in the general, you see this display name, generic, like the message which you want to pass, the level of logging, the default level is set as info, and there are uh, five other levels. Like if you click on the drop down, you find it as debug level, error level, info level, race level, warn level. So as of now, we'll just use the info level, which is the default level. And okay, the message here can have a value like a string or a data weave expression. Okay, if in case you are using any expression, just make sure to turn on the fx expression mode. And what it does here in the fx mode is that it specifies the mule log message. By default, the message are logged to the application's log file, that is log for j2 file. And for example, the message can be current payload is payload, or something like that. Okay, just let me keep it as mm, I'll just keep it as hello everyone. This is the payload. Okay, just for the example now. And also make sure that the payload is passed in this format, that hash, and here open the braces, the script block, and write the payload here, not out of the box. Okay, okay. So now going back to the console. Okay, so now click on Control Shift S to completely save the project. Now right click and run the project. Run project sample logger. You can also create custom logs in the logger component. Like it's optional setting that specifies a category name that is to be added to the log4j2 file. You can name the category anywhere from like my custom category, my custom logs, my custom errors, something like that, which you would wish for. Now in the console, as you can see, the project build phase has started, and once the project has been deployed, we'll go to the postman, and in the get http localhost colon 8080 slash test. Okay, we'll send a request. Okay, so here now let me show. Okay, the message is like hello people on YouTube. So it's payload which we had sent was hello people on YouTube. So now we are able to get the response in the postman. If there are any errors, it would show it in the logger component. Like for example, let's do one thing. Click on FX, and now stop the project and rerun the project. Okay, save, proceed. Let's see what the logger gives us. Okay, so now we can see the status as deployed. So now going to the postman. Okay, so we can see the logger has given us an error like script hello people on YouTube has errors, invalid people on YouTube expected of this type. Okay, so the evaluation expression is of this format. Okay, so this is how we use loggers to get custom errors or whatever the required or error which we want to invoke in our project.